Midday and midweek in Los Angeles. And smog hangs over the horizon of this vast and seemingly endless cityscape.
At about Tampa Avenue, they're eastbound, southeastbound on the 101. Also, if you're
4,000 square miles of twisting freeways and gridded boulevards. 88 sub-cities, 10 million people, 7 million vehicles. The county of Los Angeles may sell the Californian dream, but it is the epitome of car-driven sprawl.
Now that the sprawl has hit the wall, as some people would say, we need to backfill, and those are much trickier problems than clearing farmland and planting a series of suburban houses.
After their summer break, students return to CityLab, a think tank at the University of California in Los Angeles.
Architects could really be at the lead edge of what's possible in this next era.
The creation of CityLab and its focus on urban design is perhaps evidence of a city reinventing itself.
Sprawl is at its end. There is no further out that we can go without people having 3-hour commutes. It becomes unlivable. And so really for the first time in our history, we have a chance and a necessity to build back into the city and to grow the city from the inside out instead of always from the outskirts.
Reshaping this city's future means monumental reform, nothing less than rewriting the city's DNA code. Creating a more livable, more walkable, more sustainable Los Angeles.
We've been kind of moving away from the suburban style of living simply because its days are gone. We'd rather live in our city, live close to the amenities, and the challenge for Los Angeles is to meet that demand.
To meet this demand, the city must retrofit the existing fabric. As Los Angeles grapples with urban sprawl, it seems the time has come for the city to grow up, not out. In this town, that doesn't necessarily mean building to the sky.
It would be a mistake for Los Angeles to merely change a horizontal sprawl for a series of more vertical developments in the city. I think the bigger challenge is how you think of densification in Los Angeles.
Today, it is all about infill. It's about going back into the city and filling in parking lots and other empty, unused land, improving the use of the land so that we can actually begin to marry our housing needs, our job needs, combined with transportation.
To see this new ethos in practice, go to downtown LA. Historically, this financial and business district was a place where people commuted to rather than lived in. But now, a new generation of urbanites are calling downtown home.
This is a place that's transitioning. We have housing, we have a park, we have neighborhood retail, we have a grocery store. We have all the pieces that someone would need if they wanted to choose to live in downtown LA. People are activating the streets.
The population of downtown LA has doubled in the past decade. In a sea of uniform, low-rise density, it's given a new lease of life to a district that is as close as LA gets to a conventional city centre.
Every large metropolitan city needs a center that people feel is iconic. It belongs to all of us together, and it remains a center point. And so we've been lacking that for some time.
The downtown retrofit is typical of the way LA must evolve, empowering people to live where they work. With little land left for developers, it is the architects like Michael Maltzen who may drive this new era.
This is the new Carver Apartments, which is 89 units for formerly homeless individuals in the downtown district of Los Angeles. It is really a kind of site that will be critical for how Los Angeles continues to develop itself. It's a site that, for the most part, was marked by its proximity to the highway, very loud, fast-moving, fast-paced part of the city that nobody lived in, nobody dwelled here. But the opportunity is in all of the space underneath it, on top of it, and around it. I think that what you're seeing here is not only a new type of thinking in the city about infill, but a new type of site.
For more than 5 decades, Angelenos chose to move out of the city to the suburbs. And there's a feeling that the tide is now turning the other way, even if Los Angeles will never quite conform to the city we've come to expect.
I think if people hope Los Angeles will somehow look like the traditional cities that we often think of, New York, London, Paris, they're going to be deeply disappointed.
San Bernardino Freeway. Let's go to Burbank Golden State Freeway.
Los Angeles has been described as a collection of suburbs in search of a city. Politicians and planners are trying to arrange its citizens in a more conventional pattern and change their behavior. In doing so, many years from now, they might just find the city they're looking for.